watching Numbskull News, and today we're going to talk about the scariest teams of 2024. Who do we have to look forward to having to deal with in the 2024 season when it starts up, of course, next summer? Well, at the end of next summer. You know what I'm talking about. The 2024 football season, damn it. This is a video I was already going to make, but, I had it on the back burner. Wasn't important. I went on the Moen show last night, which is part of the Big 12 Mafia. If you don't know, look it up, subscribe, become a member of theirs. They do a great job. Anyway, I'm on the show. Someone asked the question, hey, what are the teams that can really compete for a conference title next year? And we started talking about that. Then I got this tingle. You get a tingle whenever, at least I do as a content creator here on YouTube. I get this tingle whenever something comes up sometimes. And I'm like, ooh, I got to make a video on that. And so I put this on the front of the line. So I'm going to rank all the teams on where they stand as far as being a scary team that can win this conference and get to the CFP next year. So let's get going. And so for my ranking list, top tier, these are teams that are going to be on fire next year. Playing them is going to be like dealing with the fires of hell. All right. Just damn good teams. Right below them are going to be pretty strong teams. I think their floor will be somewhere around 8-4 towards the end of the season. They're going to be in the mix to get to that conference title game, but they may fall short. Now they could get there, but, I'm kind of looking at them as a little bit less. Now, below that are the people that are scratching and clawing, trying to get out of the cellar, trying to get to that 6-6 mark, and just may make bowl eligibility. They should be somewhere around there, but probably won't be a threat to the conference title picture. And then you got straight hot garbage. That's what you got. You got the trash can. You just might as well throw them in there right now. All right. Let's start with Kansas State. They got a new quarterback. Now, for one game, this kid looks really, really for real. All right. So, I know they lost some people to the transfer portal. It happens every year. I trust in Kleiman. All Kansas State fans should. This is good. Look, they fell off this year. They fell off to what? 8-4. This is still a damn good team. It's damn good program, damn good coach. They will be squarely back in the conference championship picture next year. Believe it. These Kansas schools, KU is included, a lot of people had their doubts. Because 2 years ago, they were 6-6. This year, I believe 8-4. And damn good. Damn good. They also have a freaking for real coach. This is a for real program. Every year they get better. Next year, I'm not saying it's conference title game or bust, but they will be squarely in the picture. They're going nowhere, people. Next up, BYU. Now, I think they're going to get better than they barely missed out. Barely missed out on bowl eligibility. Do I think they'll take a big jump and enter the conference title picture? I'm not sure, because I'm not sure what that, what that quarterback situation is. And look, the more you guys listen to me, I put a lot of stock in who's your quarterback and who's your head coach when it comes to college football. These guys aren't there for very long. So I'm looking at the guys who can make the biggest impact, or who do make the biggest impact. And typically, that is coach and quarterback. I think BYU, all right, they're going to be struggling still next year. But they have a great shot of making a bowl next year, 6-6 or above. All right, 7-5 is not out of the picture for BYU. Let's talk about these Mountaineers. Great fans. Really good team. And you know what? Neil Brown is not a bad coach. They were 8-4 this year. And I think Neil Brown has them going the right direction. I think they're a strong program They're going to be tough to beat, especially at home. I don't know if I could put them in the conference title picture just yet. But I think from where I'm putting them, they can get there. They can catch fire. And they can get there. But this is going to be a strong damn team. Not an easy win. All right, let's talk about Baylor. I respect Coach Aranda. I think he's a fine coach. However, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I think I've seen enough. I don't think he's the coach for Baylor. Baylor should be better than what they are. Even on a down year, there's no way in hell they should be as embarrassing as they are. And they're not recruiting worth a damn under Aranda. And that's a lethal combination. That it just is. I don't have a lot of hope for Baylor next year, people. It's safe to say they're going to be trash again next year. And then Aranda will be fired, wasted a year trying to get back on track. That's what it looks like to me. Oklahoma State. In the conference title game this year, out of nowhere, we thought they were dead earlier, but they weren't. Ollie Gordon coming back. You know, you can make a great argument that there are just those games that they lose out of nowhere they have no business losing. And that is absolutely true with Gundy. I don't know. I just have this feeling next year they're going to be hellfire to deal with. They will be squarely in the picture for the conference title game, at least at the start of the season. That's the expectation right now, if you ask me. Now let's get to one of these new teams coming in. Arizona State wasn't that great this past year in the Pac. Pac was tough, though. But the Big 12's insanely competitive. Where do I see ASU going? A lot of people feel really good about the coach. They'll be on the come up. You know what, folks? I got to see it first. And I don't have exactly high expectations for Arizona State next year. I'm going to put them right there with BYU. I'm going to say they're going to struggle to get to 6-6. I don't think they'll be trash. I could be very wrong about that. I am depending on people who know more than me when it comes to Arizona State. But I have a feel. I wanted to put them in the trash category, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I think it's going to be a struggle for them, though. Talk about those Bearcats. They had a rough year. Now, according to some, it wasn't a bad year. You know, if you look at everything they were going through, first year head coach, first year in the Big 12, what did you expect? I get all that. And, you know, look, I'm willing to give Satterfield the benefit of the doubt, especially when I look at how he's recruiting. He's recruiting at a high level, people. But typically, recruiting doesn't just automatically show up the next year. So it's going to take a minute. I still think they're probably going to be trash next year. And I'm not going to blame Satterfield. I'm not going to blame the Bearcats. They're on their way up. But I can't see them, you know, really getting bowl eligible next year. I mean, maybe they shock us all. I hope they do. But right now, 4 wins, 5 wins, maybe. I mean, 5 wins would kind of put you in this level up, maybe. But I can't see it, folks. I can't see. I don't know if 5 wins is doable. So they're in the trash category. All apologies to the Cincinnati Bearcat fans. Oh, this one's interesting. Colorado Buffaloes. Now, they won, 4 times the games they won 2 years ago? 4-win team. They really fell apart. That offensive line is horrendous. The defensive line isn't much better. They got weapons on the outside. I believe Shedeur Sanders is coming back, and he is an outstanding quarterback. All right. And I think Coach Prime has surrounded himself with really, really good coaches. I think he can fire kids up He's got a gift for that. I don't know how great of a game time decision maker he is. You can question that. But, he does have Colorado moving in the right direction. I think they're a little time away. I want to, man, I want to believe in all the hype, and I want to say they're going to compete for the conference next year. They're not there yet. I don't think they'll be trash. They're going to be fighting for bowl eligibility. 6 wins is not out of the question for Colorado. All right, Houston. I defended that coach for a while. But they fired him. He had some problems. They fought hard last year, but they haven't been recruiting worth a damn, which is unforgivable in the city of Houston, in the state of Texas. You can't do it. The Cougars, man, I want to say they're going to be fighting for bowl eligibility. They're going to have a new coach. We can see things flip really quick with new coaches. Man, I don't see them turning that around in a year, though. I don't know if the talent is there. Unfortunately, I think there's going to be another year of trash for Houston, but I think they got a chance to be on the rise. We got to see some sparks of life. We do, but I'm hopeful for Houston. All right, Iowa State. They were my super dark horse last year. And you talk about, having some adversity before the season even started. Iowa State had it. They overcame it. They had a small chance at that conference title game late this past year, I should say. But, they fell short, but they still put up a pretty damn good season. I believe in Coach Campbell. I think they're going to be a really strong team next year. I'm not saying conference title game, but they may be a little better next year without all the damn adversity. And if they can just, the off the field crap can go away and they can concentrate on keep building that program, I think 8-4 or better is where Iowa State will finish next year. And a possibility of getting on that upper level towards the end of the year and really competing to get in that conference title game. I think Iowa State is destined for a really good year next year. Arizona. You know what they bring in basketball, but son of a bitch, what an exciting program in football to be bringing into the Big 12. I am so excited to see what Coach Fish and his guys bring to us. I fully expect them to be in the conference title picture. No doubt about it. Arizona is coming. And hell is coming with them, damn it. That's what I believe. Once upon a time, they were in the playoffs. Once upon a time, they beat Michigan. Once upon a time, they were in the national title game. And then last year, they fell to 5-7. I still think they got one of the best head coaches in the Big 12. I just do. They're not going to be another 5-7 also ran, barely, trying like hell to get to 6-6. I think they're destined for better things. They need a quarterback, but damn it, I believe. I can't say conference title picture, but this is going to be a strong unit. And if they're not, there's going to be hell to pay. Utah. Boy, everyone has them on that upper level. Everyone, and if you ask a Ute fan, boy, they already know they're winning this conference next year. Slow it down, buddy. Oklahoma State, that's not an easy team to play. Kansas State, take your poison or pick your poison. Either one can get you. Arizona's tough as hell. I like Utah. I like the energy of the fans. I like the fact that they don't mind being the bad guy that is needed in the Big 12. You need that. Having said all that, I don't know about Cam Rising. He's a walking mass unit. I don't know if he's going to stay healthy and be there for his boys. I don't know. He's drawing Social Security right now. He's old as shit. I can't put him in the conference title picture at this point. But this is a great program with a great head coach in Whittingham. They're going to be tough. They're not going to sink down below 8-4. No way. No way. This is a tough, tough team with a great home field advantage. Tough-ass team. They got a shot to get in the conference title picture. I don't doubt it if they do, but right now, that's as high as I can get them. Let's talk about Texas Tech. Everybody's favorite dark horse last year. Everybody's favorite dark horse last year. And they kind of disappointed. Still had a decent season. And not to mention the best recruiting class in the Big 12. That is Texas Tech. Now, are they going to live up ever to all this hype? I don't know. Last year, I put them squarely in the conference title picture. I'm not making the same mistake again. I got to see it, Coach McGuire. I got to see it. I say they're going to be tough. 8-4 should not be a problem for Texas Tech to aspire to. And they should be shooting and they should be competing for more. But that's as good as it's going to get for me right now with Texas Tech. Show me something, Tech. Show me something, you tortilla heads. I need to see it. And last and certainly not least, the best of the new four this year, UCF, Gus Malzahn's Golden Knights. They got the bowl eligibility already this year. That will not be a struggle for them. They are a dark horse, an early dark horse for me to get in that conference title game. That's how much I think of their fan base. That's how much I think of that coach. But from all the way out here, can I put them in? Can I put them in? Like I said, early dark horse. But I want to do it. I want to put them up there. But you know what? That's for the very, very best right now. And right now, I can't put them above Utah. Utah, for me, is just one half step away from that top level. All right, so the Utah fans that are pissed at me, it's just a half step. Let me see a few more games. Let me see some games against this Big 12 competition, and then maybe I'll feel different. Right now, 8-4, I'm going to go the easy path with UCF. I'm not going to have these expectations, these unearthly expectations. Oh, you got 6-6 this year. You should win the Big 12 next year. No. But 8-4, that's very, very realistic for Central Florida, for the Golden Knights. They should be able to do it. And that is where everybody stands with me. So what does that tell you? Depth. Right now, I got 3 trash programs. And look, Baylor can rise up again and get to bowl eligibility. So could Cincinnati. So could Houston. They're not right now. This is the first day of 2024, y'all. This is January 1st. Let's see how all these other transfers. Let's see how everything else goes. Let's see who, in the summer, I'm going to redo this again before the season. And see if everyone kind of, and I'll see where I'm looking, how I'm seeing everybody. Maybe some of the hype of some of these teams or the lack thereof changes my mind on some things. But for right now, this is about as good as it gets for me this far out. The depth of the Big 12 is no joke. It is any schedule, the Big 12 schedule, I don't care what team it is, no one has it easy. Everyone, and I mean everyone, is going to have a damn rough go. There are no weeks off in the Big 12. I'm sorry, there just aren't. That's parity. That's what the NFL has built the biggest sports entity in the world on is parity, and the Big 12 has it. Damn, that's going to be a freaking good year. An awesome year for the Big 12 on what awaits us to watch. And it's going to get better every single freaking year. When we add ACC schools, it's only going to get better. Can't wait. Can't wait. Anyway, thanks for watching this crap, and I'll be back with some other crap later. Bye.